Hey, welcome back everyone. It is time for a Money Monday video. I'll tell you what, I want to talk about the Eaton tax managed by right closed-end fund. Okay? I want to talk about this because although you cannot sell options against closed-end funds like this, I just want to talk about what this fund does, how much it pays in monthly dividends, and I also want to show you something with the phone app, okay? As many of you know, I have a portion of my portfolio that is dedicated to dividend income. So I invest in closed-end funds like EXD. Now, for Eaton, I own EOS, ETV. I'm looking at EXD today because it is, and I don't own EXD, it is a buy right strategy. So think about this for a second. This closed-end fund uses their IPO money, okay, their IPO money. Remember, when a closed-end fund gets created, a company like Eaton will manage it, okay? And they create this one particular closed-end fund. It's the EXD. It has a strategy, and they're going to deploy a dividend based on what they think they can make with the IPO money. Closed-end fund, no more money comes in to the fund. Now, they can use profits to buy back shares like EOS has in the past, actually taking shares off the board and increasing shareholder value. But no more money will come in and dilute the shares. Okay? So this thing trades basically the way it's going to trade. And in this case, it trades with the stock market. Now, look at the red line. That's the S&P 500. Blue is EXD. Now, this is a buy right closed-end fund. So what they're doing is they're taking their money and they're buying stocks, S&P type stocks, and they're writing covered calls on it, right? That's what they do. So when the market goes higher, right? When the market goes higher, that means call premiums are going to be more pricey, meaning they make more profits. So what usually happens is the closed-end fund moves with the stock market up or down. And you could see the share price, the blue, falls when the market falls. And because it's a closed-end fund, it's going to fall a little bit more than the markets. But with that said, look at the compare and contrast of the two. Now, notice here, this is what I'm seeing right here. Notice here, when the markets spiked here, we got that spike, but as the markets tailed off, boy, EXD was telling the markets it's going to fall off even more. Now we get this little bit of rally here, and EXD is doing exactly what the market's doing. So I believe, right, because of this peel off right here, where it did not pop up like the S&P did, there's a little bit of value right there. If you had to ask me, I believe there's a little bit of value right there. This thing should probably be trading over $10. Well, it's not. With that said, what I like to look at is this dividend. This dividend is a monthly dividend. They pay 7 cents, actually 7.1. If you do the math on that, for a $9.71 stock, that investment pays you 7% annually, but it pays 7 cents a month. So for anyone out there that's looking for dividend income to come in monthly, using closed-end funds is a great opportunity because they pretty much trade with the market, right? Now, with that said, I want to add this disclaimer for closed-end funds. Wall Street will use closed-end funds to put their clients in, but Wall Street also will say they don't like closed-end funds. The reason is there's a company that manages each individual closed-end fund, and they can slash this dividend at a moment's notice. That happened with Chai and CHY. You know, things weren't going well back here, right? They weren't able to sell securities to make the money. They slashed their dividend from 10 cents to 8 cents, and the stock suffered tremendously. So Wall Street loves closed-end funds to get their clients monthly income, but they'll also tell you that you don't want to be invested in them because at a moment's notice, they can slash the dividend and cause hell with the share price. But here's how I see it, okay? Here's how I see it. When I invest in EXD or EOS or ETV, what I'm going to do is just put the money in, okay? I'm going to put the money in. Say I put the money in right here, okay? And what I'm going to do until I need the income, I'm going to reinvest. I'm going to reinvest that dividend. They call it DRIP, Dividend Reinvestment Program, right? That's the acronym DRIP. So now, say I have 100 shares here, Okay, I think you all know this. You have 100 shares here. By the time we get out here, if we keep reinvesting the money, we might have 200 shares up here, right? And then we have 300 shares generating more and more dividends, and this never changed. Now, the market went from here to here and here to here, and our total investment is the same, but we've generated all these dividends. Now, granted, I didn't spend those dividend income, right? I just put it into a drip so I have more shares. But that's a way to accumulate shares, right? If you want to accumulate shares, put it in a drip where every single time you get that dividend, that 7 cents or 7% annually, they buy shares. And slowly but surely, you're building wealth. If you are somebody that wants to help your kids, help your grandkids, think about this for a second. You could buy closed-end funds that pay 10% annually, and 10% doing nothing. And that cash just keeps buying more and more and more and more shares. And let's say over the course of 20 years, you go from 100 shares to potentially thousands of shares just by drip investing, right? So something to think about. I've done it. I did it with my kids. Now, if it's in a non-taxable account, do understand they will be taxed, right? It's taxed as dividend. But if you do put it in some sort of college account or an IRA, okay, it won't be taxed. So you're making 10% annually, monthly, right? Because they pay it out monthly. Now, one last thing I'm going to leave you with. If you go to Yahoo Finance and let's say in this lookup window you type EXD, you'll see other closed-end funds, right? So you can start your research. Here's 2 Eaton ones right here. You might even find Colomas. I own Colomas. CHI, CHY. Again, they're closed-end funds. Love them. They pay monthly dividends, allowing you to budget per month. Now, look, I want to show you something real quick. I'm actually going to post this video in the app. Wanted to show you this real quick. Let me open this up here. Give me a quick moment. If you go and download the app, okay, you can get it off of the download hub. You can see all of my trades here. See all of my trades, and you can click on them, and it takes you to the link. There's a link right here. Okay, it takes you to the blog post. All right, you can see others. I have to update this, but here's my video. So for a lot of you, you've been asking me to put together like a library of Money Monday videos and seeing the world through my eye videos. So you can see what I've done here. My last video was on a bros revisit poor man's cover call trade. And look, you can watch it inside of the app. And here's the thing, if you click play, you don't see any advertisements. Okay, it just plays and they're all there. You could watch the original one that I talked about. It was a bros poor man cover call trade. You can go back to, let's say, Bristol Myers cover call trade and what I thought about Bristol Myers at that time. So they're all inside the app, and that's what I'm going to do. They're going to be top to bottom. So I'm going to actually post this one right here at the top, and you'll be able to watch it. And you can go back and watch any of the videos that I have posted. Any stock talk videos where I talk about the golden rules and things like talking income, everything. A lot of how-to videos in the stock talk video section. Okay, we talk about everything from managing a portfolio, disaster recovery, all those kind of things. The Rogue Wave trade, I'll never forget doing that video because I got slapped with a Rogue Wave trade. Anyway, it's inside of the upgraded CTP dashboard app, which you have access to. Download it and check it out. Have it on your phone and randomly check it. Open it up and check it. And you're going to see everything. Every time I post up a new trade, which I'm going to do today, it'll be right there at the top. Okay? Hey, I'm going to leave it right there, all right? Check out these buy right covered call closed-end funds. Their purpose is to use the money, buy S&P type companies, write covered calls, generate the income, pay it out to their investors monthly, and in this case, with EXD, we're talking 7% annually or 7 cents a month. Right? It's a nice way to build wealth. Hey, look, I'm going to leave it right there. I am going to do another trade inside of my IRA, and I'm going to post that video up for you, and check it out. Absolutely love doing these quick hit videos. If you have any questions, hit me up. Be safe, be healthy, most important, be lucky. Until next time, may all your covered calls be profitable.